It takes a special person to do this kind of work. Yisha Xiao keeps history alive in vivid, painstaking detail.
I have to treat this painting like I have, okay, this is the first time that I see you, and then I have to respect it.
Xiao specialized in conserving ancient Chinese paintings in her native Taiwan. Now she has a new place to do it, at the Cleveland Museum of Art in the U.S. state of Ohio.
It's just really nice. I have a lot of responsibility, but I'm happy. I mean, because I think I'm doing the right thing.
Brushstrokes, like in the beard.
Per Canutis is chief conservator.
The foremost important trait to have is to have a sharp eye and a curious mind.
And persistence. For 6 years, he's pushed for a center in the museum specifically dedicated to Chinese painting conservation. He now has it thanks to a $1.5 million private donation.
The greater field had identified that Chinese painting conservation in the U.S. was in crisis.
In crisis in part because Chinese masters of the ancient craft are retiring and few people can fill the spots for such specific skills.
How to apply something, how to hold a brush, how to cut the paper. We cannot intervene with our own subjective taste and change the appearance. We have to also acknowledge the history of the paintings.
That training requires years under a master, not to mention a good foundation of Chinese culture.
They have to have a contact with China. They have to either spend time there in a lab or work under somebody that works in China.
The hope is to attract Westerners to participate, as the new center will also serve as a training lab. Masters from China will visit the center every 6 months to train conservators. The center at this museum is one of the few in the U.S. and the world dedicated to the conservation of Chinese paintings. The plan is to focus first on its own collection, then help other institutions with theirs. That kind of partnership is crucial. There are only 3 other such conservation centers in the United States and 1 in the U.K.
Conservation is costly. Not every museum have a conservator on staff or conservators on staff.
And the new center will help pass along narratives from the past that risked fading away.
We do not conserve objects here. We conserve stories. Stories that are actually connecting us as humans.
Frances Coe, CGTN, Cleveland, Ohio.